Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the best settings for gaming on HONOR X7d. Alright, first let's make sure that we have set highest refresh rate possible. To do it, open up your settings, then go into display and brightness, scroll down a little, and in here select the screen refresh rate into dynamic or high. When it comes to the gaming, I always like to keep it on high all the time, but only when I'm gaming. When I'll finish it, I'll always go back into dynamic. Now, thanks to that we have set it on the high, we will have up to 120 Hz refresh rate for smooth visuals, but remember that this mode consumes more battery. Alright, also, before we start gaming, it is always good to simply close the apps that are running in the background, because they're only taking your RAM away, and that also might be a problem why your gameplay isn't in the best smoothness level. And now we can of course launch our game. We also have the game center built in on our device. We can click on next, we can click on agree, we can wait until it loads. In here all of our games are stored, and we can also download the things in here, suggested games. And now I have downloaded the Asphalt game. I have picked it because it's one of the games in which we can change the graphic settings, but you need to be aware that not each game allows you to do it. The Asphalt allows us to. Other games which also allows us to is, for example, the PUBG, Call of Duty Mobile, and that kind of games. And now I'll show you which options select to have the best gameplay possible. In the Asphalt game, you need to be aware that in certain games it is going to look a little bit different, but I'm sure that you will handle it. It's usually looks pretty similar. Now let's open up the settings and let's open up the graphics. Okay, and in here let's make sure that the frame rate is set on the max, on 60. Thanks to that we will have the smoothest animation. You need to remember that even that we have set the screen refresh rate in the settings of our device into 120, it might not work in each game. Certain games are, for example, locked only on 60 or 90 FPS, and it's impossible to go higher than that. For example, the Asphalt is locked only on 60 and we cannot go higher than that, but let's always select the highest refresh rate possible in the game settings. When it comes to the advanced ones, if you want to have the stable FPS and the max performance, you should keep everything on the lowest values. In the opposite, if you want to have the best graphics possible, you should simply max out those settings. Of course, you can also create a custom preset and, for example, shuffle those options a little bit to create your perfect preset. But remember that always keep your frame rate on the highest value. Also, our device has a built-in game center that we can open. To do it, slide to the right side, just like that. Now we have the game manager. Let's click on get started. Let's do it once again, and in here let's make sure that we select the game mode. Thanks to that, the battery might drain a little bit faster than usual, but thanks to that we'll have a better performance of our device. Also, the temperature might increase a little bit. In here we also can perform a memory cleanup, really useful thing. Already in a tip-top shape, really good thing. Also, I like the mistouch prevention. Thanks to that, we won't exit the game, for example, by a misclick. If you're using, for example, the gestures as your navigation method, you won't exit the game by accident if this feature is enabled. Same thing with the rotation lock, pretty useful thing. Our screen won't rotate and we won't get distracted by it. Useful thing. And also I like the do not disturb mode. Now simply notifications of other apps will be silenced and they won't pop out on our screen, and we also won't get distracted. Really useful thing, and I highly recommend checking it out and simply enabling it. And the last thing that we can also do before the gaming is opening up the settings, going down into battery, and we can enable the performance mode. Optimize settings to deliver maximum performance, power consumption and device temperature will increase. I highly recommend turning it on during the gameplay, but after that simply turn it off because it's going to consume more battery if this mode is still on. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.